in the
words here.
toilet.
Use your words.
Can I tell you guys
I'm gonna
something?
make you go blubber blubber.
Go ahead,
Bitch.
bracelets.
I have personal experience from being under an address confidentiality program a couple of years ago. Like she claims that she's under. You are not allowed to have social media, and you are not allowed to post your kids anywhere. Anywhere. So if she's under an address confidentiality program, when she signed that paperwork, she agreed to not have social media. So my question is she really under an address confidentiality thing? Because if she is, she's broken and they would kick her out of it.
How do you look that up?
You can't.
Damn it.
No, that's one thing that you can't, because it has to do with people stalking you and a bunch of other things.
But if it's to protect her children from danger, you would think you'd be smart enough
To not post on social media of PT appointments, their face, anything like that. Anything like that at all.
their documents, like she was showing the other day.
What medical facilities you use.
Here's the other part of it too. If you are a social worker, you know about that program. So if she was truly a social worker, she would know about the rules of the program. If she was truly a CPS person, she would know the rules about that program. So for her to be out here claiming that she's in an address confidentiality thing, it doesn't add up. There's a reason why that I went quiet a couple of weeks ago, because things weren't making sense. Like her husband has his legal name on her profile. You go to the bottom of her, like the very, very bottom of her profile, it shows there's a couple of videos where it has her name as her screen name for when she joined TikTok. She didn't join it to be a CPS person. She joined it so that her 5-year-old could make friends. And there's a post about it.
Didn't we also discover that her name on here is not the same as her name elsewhere? Like her first and last, something about her name is not the same, and
Birch is not her last name.
I have no idea. She claims that it's not her name, it's not the name that she uses, and any of that stuff. But why would you give your kid a last name that is not your last name?
that's weird.
It's weird.
I mean, my daughter has my husband's last name, and we're not married. But that's.
But like in the email that she posted in a live back in July, that email that supposedly is a new diagnosis, that one?
No, bracelets. He has a new diagnosis. He has a catastrophic diagnosis. It's catastrophic.
So Mason's last name is his biological father's last name and not her last name, because his biological father is not her husband.
Right, it's the boyfriend.
Exactly. So in their poly agreement, if Jason were to have made a child, the child gets Jason's last name and not her husband's last name.
Right, but what I'm saying is the last name that she's claiming to use on Facebook and what she used when she originally joined TikTok as her actual screen name, that was on the email from the doctor. And if people had actually read the email and took time to read it, they were responding to a question that she had about a diagnosis in May.
Well, let me help you out. I go live every single day, and we have a lot.
What just happened?
Someone, Tabber, and you have a really bad echo. So